Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has promised the hierarchy of power is about to change in the DCEU. But who exactly is Black Adam, and how does he fit into the series timeline? Here's everything we know about this anti-hero's history and his future. Warning, spoilers ahead.
Here we go.
Possibly the oldest DCEU character to date, Black Adam was born 5,000 years ago, likely predating even Wonder Woman's birth. Teth Adam began as a slave of the fictional country Kahndaq, where he lost his son, who died saving his father. In the comics, the wizard Shazam grants Teth Adam the powers of gods, not knowing that the former slave holds no restraint in delivering deadly justice to his abusers. In Black Adam's original comic book origin from Fawcett Comics, which takes place before the character was acquired by DC, he destroys the Pharaoh and Kahndaq's elite before claiming the throne for himself. After Black Adam's rampage in Kahndaq, the wizard realizes his mistake in bestowing Teth Adam with the powers of gods. Unable to remove his powers, Shazam renames the violent being Black Adam and banishes him from the world of mankind. In the original Fawcett origin, the wizard teleports Black Adam to the other side of the universe, forcing the villain to spend the next 5,000 years flying back to Earth. However, the film's teaser shows the wizard Shazam using his magic to seemingly entomb Black Adam for thousands of years, giving him time to find a new champion. In the modern day, humans free the demigod, who awakens in a strange new world. By the time Black Adam escapes his tomb, the citizens of the DCEU have already experienced plenty of bizarre and dangerous threats. Aliens from Krypton tried to destroy the world. A beast known as Doomsday nearly destroyed Metropolis and killed Superman. Atlantean armies fought over whether or not to destroy life on the surface world. The Enchantress nearly toppled Midway City. A giant starfish named Starro visited Terror upon Corto Maltese. And alien butterflies threatened to take over the world. Thankfully, humanity lives in an era of superheroes who can combat such threats. HBO Max's Peacemaker series offers a clue as to when Black Adam emerges into this age of heroes. In the fourth episode, the anti-hero vigilante gets himself arrested to get thrown into prison and kill Peacemaker's father. In a courtyard where guards are having lunch, one guard is seen reading a newspaper with an article indicating an organization known as Intergang has seized power in the nation of Kahndaq. In DC Comics, Intergang is a criminal organization that uses advanced weaponry obtained from the alien planet Apocalypse to further their agenda. Since Black Adam considers himself the protector of Kahndaq, once he returns, he'll definitely want to have a few words with Intergang. This suggests Black Adam will occur sometime after Peacemaker. In comic book lore, there have been several versions of Black Adam and his origins. In Shazam Volume 1, written by DC Comics maestro Jeff Johns, we learn Black Adam is imprisoned by the wizard in a tomb for his evil deeds, much like in the movie. While researching the villain, Shazam's current champion, Billy Batson, gets a glimpse into the past and witnesses a boy named Amon trying to survive oppression along with his uncle. The boy is given powers by the wizard Shazam, and Billy incorrectly assumes Amon becomes Black Adam. However, he later learns Amon's uncle steals his nephew's power, kills the wizard's intended champion, and transforms into Black Adam. In the modern age, Dr. Sivana uncovers the entrance to Black Adam's prison. He says the magic word Shazam and frees Black Adam, who goes in search of Billy Batson in an attempt to defeat him and become the ultimate champion. The new DCEU film makes changes to the comic book origin, focusing on Teth Adam's relationship with his son, not his nephew. The movie also doesn't feature Shazam or his young counterpart, Billy Batson. However, Black Adam does get released from his magical prison to bring his brand of justice down on those he deems deserving of his rage. This puts him in conflict with many of Earth's heroes, including some new faces. Black Adam's primary antagonists will be the Justice Society of America. The JSA is a group of heroes who came together during DC's golden age of comics in the 1940s. In many DC continuities, the JSA predates the Justice League and clashed with the enemies of its era, including the tyrannical Nazi regime. While JSA members have all appeared in modern comics, the JSA is typically recognized as a superhero team from a classic era with much older heroes.
Only thing we can learn from these geezers is how to add more fiber to our diets.
The JSA includes famous members such as the original Flash, Jay Garrick, as well as the first human Green Lantern, Alan Scott. However, Black Adam will focus on other JSA members including Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Atom Smasher, and Cyclone. How these heroes came to be in the DCEU is unknown. Unlike Superman or Wonder Woman, we haven't received an origin tale for any of these heroes. However, if they're anything like their comic book counterparts, Dr. Fate and Hawkman are both born from ancient powers. Dr. Fate is a creation of a cosmic deity, while Hawkman was the Egyptian prince Khufu, who, after being killed with a mystical dagger, is bound to be reincarnated upon death. During the JSA era, Hawkman is reborn as Carter Hall, who adopts the mantle of Hawkman using alien anti-gravity nth metal to power his armor and weaponry. As for Atom Smasher, he's the heroic grandson of the supervillain Cyclotron in the comics, gifted with super strength and the ability to control the size and density of his body. Meanwhile, Cyclone is the granddaughter of the original Red Tornado and possesses the powers of flight, wind control, and sound wave control. Both are legacy heroes with strong ties to the JSA. Black Adam occurs primarily in the modern day after the events of the theatrical released Justice League. This means the JSA and Justice League coexist in the same era. However, this doesn't explain why the JSA are the only heroes who seem to be responding to the climactic events after Black Adam emerges from his prison. While the Justice League took some time to come together, its individual members have been active for years. Kal-El revealed himself years ago as Superman while Black Adam was still stuck in limbo. Wonder Woman made herself known to humanity during the First World War. Bruce Wayne has been operating as Batman for decades, and both Aquaman and The Flash had superhero careers long before joining the Justice League. The greater DCEU is familiar with these rock stars, but the JSA still seems relatively unknown. It'll be interesting to see how the timelines link up and learn what the Justice League is doing when Black Adam makes himself known. Notably, Amanda Waller from DCEU's Suicide Squad films is working with the JSA and has some pull with certain Justice League members, including a certain famous Kryptonian. Empowered by the gods themselves, Black Adam is an insanely powerful being, and what better way to show this by having him challenge the alpha of DC superheroes, Superman. In DC Comics, Black Adam has always been a formidable foe for powerhouses like Superman and Shazam. Notably, aside from kryptonite, Superman is vulnerable to magic, something Black Adam can produce punishing amounts of thanks to his divine gifts. After a Twitter fan expressed a desire to see these two titans come together, Johnson retweeted the message and shared that he always aims to listen to his audience. "I hear you, and I always got you," stated The Rock. In the film's mid-credit scene, we see Johnson make good on his promise. After being informed by Amanda Waller that he is not to leave Kahndaq's borders, Black Adam arrogantly informs her that no one can stop him from doing what he wants. In response, Waller sends Superman to confront Black Adam, who informs the demigod that they should talk. No word on whether or not this will lead to a big screen battle between the two, but with Henry Cavill back in the Superman suit, we'll likely be seeing more of both the hero and the anti-hero. Shazam and Black Adam are like the Joker and Batman. Young Billy Batson, as the all-powerful hero Shazam, seeks to do good and uphold a heroic standard. Black Adam doesn't live by a code of any kind. His goal is singular in his mind, and no act is too amoral or dicey if it furthers his objective of obliterating tyranny and opposition. Yet, despite these moral differences, Shazam and Black Adam are ultimately two sides of the same coin, imbued with godly powers by the same wizard. In the comics, the wizard saw the error of his ways and banished Black Adam until a hero could be called forward to defeat him. With the rise of Billy Batson as Shazam, that time had come. However, this is a film focused on the bad guy, a move meant to position Black Adam as a sympathetic anti-hero. Shazam is nowhere to be seen, and director Jaume Collet-Serra said not to expect a Shazam-Black Adam matchup just yet. In an interview with Variety, he stated, "Our movie is an original story. By the time the movie ends, he doesn't know who Shazam or Superman is." However, it's fairly certain that Black Adam takes place after the first Shazam film. If Black Adam were around during the events of Shazam, he would have most certainly confronted Billy over his powers. Black Adam doesn't want a champion standing in the way of his goals, and wants to be a supreme power. Eliminating Shazam is the only means to that end. The two will inevitably meet in the DCEU, however, even if it isn't in Black Adam's first outing. It's destiny. While Shazam won't appear in Black Adam, audiences will be seeing Billy Batson's superpowered alter ego very soon. Shazam! Fury of the Gods is set to release in March 2023, just a couple of months after Black Adam. Instead of Black Adam, however, the sequel will feature a wildly new antagonist in the form of Helen Mirren's Hespera, a jealous god seeking the power of Shazam for herself. With Black Adam busy contending with Intergang and Kahndaq, and Shazam working with his family to dispel evil on the other side of the world in Philly, it's unlikely that these two will come to blows. It also remains to be seen if either film will tease a future clash or if either character cameos in the opposite film. From a timeline perspective, however, consider these films either happening concurrently or relatively close together, allowing the two champions to remain separate for now. With the future of the Justice League up in the air, there may be a brand new world for Black Adam to conquer in the DCEU. Ben Affleck is wrapping up his time as Batman with the upcoming The Flash movie. It's hard to believe Ray Fisher will be back as Cyborg anytime soon after his feud with Warner Brothers, and The Flash, as portrayed by Ezra Miller, will almost definitely not return outside of his solo project after the actor's various alleged crimes. Meanwhile, Wonder Woman is primed for a third film, rounding out a trilogy for the Amazonian warrior. Aquaman and The Lost Kingdom is also in the works, while Henry Cavill's involvement as Superman in future DCEU movies has been confirmed with that post-credits scene. With Black Adam about to make his mark in the DCEU, could Johnson's take on the Man in Black be the one that leads us into the future of DCEU? The remaining heroes, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Shazam, and whoever from the JSA survives Black Adam, could use a central hero or a unifying villain. The film universe is on the precipice of a shakeup as Warner Brothers seems bent on abandoning what Zack Snyder began. With a leading man like Johnson, anything is possible.